Good morning, Desi.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Alright, provided some throw-bars and drills that I tracked this morning. Some subjects on theology with some Jehovah's Witnesses. But I'm here.
All right. God bless. I'm glad to see you this morning.
Alright. You know,
Yes.
I've been passing you for years in this barbershop.
Oh,
And
yeah.
all the while when I see the movies, Barbershop 1 and 2 with over on the West Coast with Ice Cube.
Yes.
I always think of you in this barbershop and the history of this barbershop.
Wow.
So without me second guessing, can you tell me something about, this barbershop? Because to me it's historical.
Well, this barbershop is a historical site, and I'll be more than glad to tell you about it. Me, myself, I'm Desiree Armstrong, and I've been working here over 30 years. This barbershop is very important to my history. My dad, he was a barber here, but not in this building, but they had another shop that was on the corner of Booker and Davison, where the Moss is today. Quite a few of us worked through here, and thank God for a brother by the name of James Walker, which I will show you a picture of him. This is a picture of James Walker. And he was the original barber. Now we have a new barber because he passed on in 1997 of December. We have a new barber by the name of Larry Wilson that runs the shop now. But back to me. My name is Desiree, and I started working here on the behalf of my dad and James talking to me. I was originally a cosmetologist and hairdresser, and the shop that I worked in was right next door in Wyandanch on Straight Path at 1533. Straight Path. So my dad was a barber as well, and he taught me some things to do, and I learned them. And he told me, he says, go into the barbershop sometime and learn how to cut hair with James. So on a Thursday, he says, go in there on a Thursday. So I said, Dad, I won't be no barber. He said, listen, he said, you make money fast and it's not a problem. I said, okay, I'll do it. So I came in, I sat, I talked to James, and he had other barbers here by the name of Hassan, Percy, Lou at the time. This was back in the early 90s. Maybe, oh God, it might have been before that. Let me see. I believe it was in 80, maybe 85 or 87. But anyways,
A whole lot of years.
fast forward, and yes, it was a lot of years. A lot of years. I've seen children from new babies in the high chair, now they're driving their children here and getting their hair cut. And I remember you as well because you are a patriarch. You are a patriarch of Wyandanch as well as a DJ.
To mention, you said James. I know James. I knew James.
Yes, James Walker.
A whole lot of politics. We used to sit down and
Yes.
while he cut hair, he goes into politics. That was
Yes.
part of his resume. To give you
Yes,
a
it
decent
was.
haircut and politicized situations.
Yes. This is his barbershop. I'm just showing you a quick flash of it. And yes, we do. We politic here. We talk about sports. We talk about our lives. And it's funny because just recently I became a minister in April. And I was also, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I was also awarded as a community leader recently. And these are things that I was blessed with by just being here. And from what I know, God has made this a platform for me. I've left here many a times, like 3 times and came back. God just brought me back. And he brought me back because I had the love for the people here in this community of Wyandanch. What I was going to say to you is he brought me back here and he showed me that this was a platform, which it is. It's a platform of bringing us together in unity. This is the heart of the township, the barbershop. Now, people come in, they get haircuts, but each one that's sitting in this chair that I'm sitting in right here, it's not just a chair. It becomes a communication device, a personality of the shop, a part of people's lives, because they explain to me how they're feeling besides getting their hair cut. So now what I'll say to you is that I deeply appreciate that you notice me being here in the barbershop as a barber. Many people come through, many people come in and say they appreciate me, and as well other barbers. But I love what I do. I've been here so long that this has become a part of my character.
If I can interject a thought.
Of course.
Like, the barbershop is one of our few sanctuaries. We have the church, the barbershop, and the beauty salon.
Yes, sir.
Where, African Americans can come together, get what they want while they're there.
Well, let me interject with you. Not just African Americans.
Well,
people in general.
In general, you're right.
Okay. As we serve them.
I brought my perspectives. I was just getting to like the roots of historical issues. We'll shy away from that.
We have everything here. Okay.
So let me ask you this then.
Yes.
Have you noted in the 30 years you've been here on Straight Path that a lot of the black businesses have closed down?
Of course I've noticed it.
I'm going to say African American businesses. We're going to shy away from it, but it's hitting us in the face as a stark reality.
Well, it has closed down, but I can't blame the community for that. I can blame the owners because when you get an opportunity and it knocks, you open the door, you got to learn to hold on to it. You got to learn to respect it. You got to learn to know that that's what you love.
Yes.
And if you love something, you hold on to it and you take care of it, and it'll last longer. So I won't say, it's a black or white thing. I will say, to be an owner, you have to have the love of your heart in it. You have to love it. I mean, here, this is historical. Nothing in here has changed much. It's still the same from many, many years ago. But we're looking forward to renovate soon come, in the future. But it's going to take the love and the spirit of what was here out. But change is needed. We change. And, it makes you feel like you're at home. It makes you feel like, I don't know, you tell me, you come in here, you were one of our customers, all of your children are our customers.
Yeah. Well,
so tell me something, I'm just asking, what do you feel when you walk through the doors of this barbershop?
I feel cultural reality. That in certain places here, that's lacking. You can't, you have to you put me on the spot.
It's not a spot, brother. I'm just recognizing you as my customer.
When I see this, because I know the history of the barbershop.
Yes.
And a lot of times people go to jobs that they don't like.
That's
and
right.
They could consider them as like, well, I got to go to this slave. But
can we say the love of the money?
Well, no, culture. I mean, money is essential in this also. But you gotta, for example, I told you I came here to see you because I relate your story with the one in the movies, with the barbershop 1 and 2 on the West Coast.
Okay.
So to me, for this here to disappear, it will hurt me culturally because it's here, man. It's one of the it's one of the last aspects of black influence. I hate to say it like that.
Yes.
Here on Straight Path, you got name some of the shops on Straight Path in the village.
Barbershops?
No, any shop that's owned by African Americans, so to say.
Wow, Mr. Jimmy Johnson, JDJ, he still have his shop on Straight Path.
Okay, that's a barbershop.
I would say there's a new brother here by the name of Wank, we call him, but he just opened his shop.
It's a barbershop.
But there's a fish market owned by some brothers.
Where's the fish market? The one way
on the corner of Parkway Boulevard and Straight Path.
Oh yeah. They started
Fish Part 2.
Fish, yeah.
Yes.
Part 2. I like that.
Yes.
They started over there. In fact, actually, they tried to do one over. I think in
Amityville.
No, before that, they tried. It was Uniondale or Hempstead. They tried over there.
Right.
So they entrepreneurs and they spreading their roots.
Right.
Yes,
okay.
They come from out of Wyandanch, that crew.
That's
there.
right.
Matter of fact, they started right up there. I think Red is involved with it. And they started right up there where used to be up down by
across from Martin Luther King Health Center.
And Larry's Discount. Remember Larry's
That's
Discount?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I see. So when you bring up these places, you bring up Black history. I can't help but say that.
It's
but I'm
okay.
not here for me. I'm here for you.
It's okay.
Because when I walk past and I see you, you remind me of the history of Wyandanch.
I thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Because my kids, they come to get their haircuts. That lady, she goes into history and this and that. And that's because it's more than a barbershop. And I'm just showing you the things that's really still flourishing, or even if they're struggling and they're high and if they're flourishing to us, are the barbershops and beauty salons, because they have staying power. Because they're like here in America, they're like
a pillar to the community.
Yeah, they're the pillar of the community. You can't get rid of that because in some aspects it's all we have in a sense.
That's right. And it's funny, because I refuse to walk away from my community.
Yes.
You know, again, I'm an alumni here as well. I grew up here, and I work here. I play here, and I love here. You know, I had all my children here. But what I want to say to you as a barber, I learned to love the people. I love to see them look good. I love to make them feel good as they walk out the door and say, wow, wow, I didn't think a woman could do this. You know, a lot of them don't trust a woman when they walk through the door, but I let them know.
Very interesting.
Everything happened first with a woman.
Very interesting.
Some don't agree with it, but it's the truth. So, you know, me being a barber, I appreciate being here. So many years, I appreciate the opportunities from my father. I appreciate from my forefather, because you know what? I'm from a history of barbers.
Yes.
My father and my father's father was a barber.
Okay, so you got family
Trickle down,
Yeah.
how you say it? Trickle down to me.
What they say, the fruit don't fall far from the tree?
Yes. And we're all ministers. So, again, I thank you for interviewing me, but I appreciate the opportunity of working here with the community, and I'm here for them. I'm not only a barber, I'm here to hear them and to feel them and know that I love them. Each and every one of you, you know.
So you're a barber, sociologist, psychologist, you know, team leader. So can I safely say this?
Yes,
when a person come in this barber shop, no matter which chair they sit in, would you say that it's a confidence builder?
It's a what? Excuse
confidence builder. A good haircut, would you think it builds your confidence?
I think it's a motivational, inspirational feeling from me to them, and for them to walk out the door and feel full and feel better and look better as well.
And you know what's ironic, to try to take this off? Ironic is, see, I hate to go into like the dynamics of history and such, but let me squeeze this in.
Go ahead.
The hair and the fingernails are only tissue on our bodies. It's dead tissue.
It's keratin.
Yeah, it's dead tissue. That's why you can cut the hair and the fingernail. If you don't cut down to the quick, and if you don't dig into the scalp, you touch no nerves. It grows back. So, but that's the only part of the body. A lot of times, we pay the most attention to. We spend millions and billions of dollars on paying attention to the only part of our body that technically is dead tissue.
But it continue to grow even if you, even after the fact that you're deceased.
Ain't that heavy though?
It is heavy, but if you don't cut them, what do you think you're gonna look like?
Well, a man from a man, you're gonna look like. If you're a man, you're gonna look like Samson.
No, you're gonna look like Bigfoot. You're gonna look like Bigfoot and Wolverine. Okay. But again, one more thing I want to throw in here. You know, when the brothers that owned the shop, George and James Walker, passed on, it left a legacy. It left a legacy that I have to carry on. Now, I'm the matriarch of Wyandanch that they passed on to me. And I carry that legacy because you know what? Right now, I'm here until one of my family members decide to take my clippers. That's why I'm still here. Because of the fact that it's time to retire. But I'll stay here until I can stand up.
You exemplifying tradition.
I can't do it no more.
You used the word matriarch twice. Let me look on the other side of the continuum. Patriarch. Larry still walks around. You know, how Larry fits into this?
Larry is as well a barber here.
Yes.
Larry is as well been here a long time.
Yes.
And Larry spoke, I guess, to James or whomever, George, the owners. Yes. And I'm sure he went to them and they turned the shop over to him. Yes. And now he runs the shop. I work under Larry as an independent barber. So
technically he still has affiliation with the barber shop?
He owns this.
Okay. Lo and behold.
That's what he says. He owns it now.
Well, how long in the future, for futuristic purposes?
It's called Famous Barber Shop.
Say it again?
It's Famous Barber Shop.
Famous Barber. It is famous.
Yeah.
That's
a lot
why
of people came through our doors.
It is a famous barber shop. And it's famous to the point that if anything, let's say if you all don't own the building, is there some kind of way to preserve this?
Well, you know what? We have to look into that because that's an important factor. Yes. Right now, that factor is very important because you know what? It's been here over 50 years.
Because if this disappears, like, you know, for example, my mother's a part of a church over in Amityville.
Right.
And I know that church
it's a historical site.
A centennial. It's been there 200 years, even though it changed locations. Right. It's been, you know. As a Namaka has always been that church there. Just say, okay. So does this barbershop qualify for
historical?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I mean, you know, sometimes they make things historical after 100 years.
100 years.
So right now we're heading for 100 years, but we're not there yet.
So we got a ways to go.
Right, we do.
A ways
but
to go.
Right now, you know, I can say it's been in business a very long time.
Yeah, I know
barber,
that.
the barber, the barber, the
I know
barber.
that.
And I've seen them come and I've seen them go. I have left and came back as well.
Yes.
But I will not, and I'm the only one left in here right now, besides the owner, which is Larry, and I won't turn my back. You understand? And I'm not turning back on the shop. I'm not turning my back on my people.
On your cultural identity.
In this community. Not culture. You keep saying
it is your cultural identity.
It's a part of it.
All right.
It's a part of it. It's my character.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Would you rather be turned into a bodega? Nah.
No, I wouldn't want it to turn into
nothing
a
like
bodega.
that.
No, that's why I'm here and standing firm and praying to keep it here.
Exactly.
You know, if all means necessary, if there's an entrepreneur out there that has lots of money, and it came to that wire where we were about to lose it because of the monetary means, I hope someone was to step up and say, look, I'll pay for this. And anything that has to be done legally, we will do it.
Yeah, that's something. It's true the way you're breaking it down with the traditional aspect. It's like a family owning a house, and the mother and father, you know, struggle all their life to maintain a house.
That's
and the kids get it, and they act up, and then the grandkids get it, and now the state or somebody want to take it, and it will, you know, it will be embarrassing for the family to lose it with so many loved ones tied to it. They're supposed to step up to make sure that it's secure.
Well, it would be embarrassing for this as well, you know, to disappear because of the fact of stupidity. We don't look forward to that, and right now, you know, there's some things happening in this community they call change, but change could be a good thing and change could be a bad thing. But in the sense of this barbershop, I hope it changed for the better, not the worse. And I hope we stand up for it because it's been here that long. And this is a pillar of the community to be able for me to speak into children's lives, to teach them, to talk to them when the parents don't want to talk to them, and to encourage them and make them continue to grow, you know. And we all had a chance to do that, walk through this door and speak to Brother James and tell him how we feel, or someone hungry come in, they want to eat, we feed them, or someone come in Christmas and their children have no toys, we give them a box of toys. That spirit has always been in this barbershop. So I'm here to maintain that. At least I try, you know, I try.
Your actions, your encouragement of others to listen to you and to give them right guidance and proper guidance. And I hate to go back to like your cultural identity because you seem to have you have an issue with that. I don't want to split hairs.
No, I just don't want you to think I'm a racist. Not you, but the community or whoever listens to this video.
Listen,
culture is my culture.
It's a word in the dictionary. It's called ethnocentricity.
Okay.
It's the natural belief that the race you're born in is the race for you because you're born in it. We don't choose our parents.
I have quite a few of them.
Oh, well,
but I am a human. I'm from the human race.
Okay, all right, there you go. But see, we won't get into that. And then you said change. And there's another thing that's funny about change. Some people will say the more things change, the more they remain the same. Now, I came in, you on the top of the list. Now, you're the first person that, other than a couple of actors I've seen outside, that's part of the infrastructure in Wyandanch. So I sat down and I did this because I'm building a little thing called Sense Studio.
Yes.
I'm building Sense Studio because it seemed like common sense went out the window, man. You can't assume people got common sense no more because when you talk to them, you don't. Their responses come from out of left field.
Well, technology has taken over the brain.
Yes,
you understand? And we're from the old school, so we know how to use our brains.
We come from that school where we want to learn something. We have to literally open up a book. Okay, your customers are coming in, people are coming in and out.
Yes, they are.
Then you want to close out with something, you know.
My closing is, just keep coming to the barbershop and know that this barbershop is famous for not just being a barbershop, but for what we have to feed into your spirit or what we have to feed into your life. And we're here for you, and we want you to keep coming.
And what's the name of the barbershop?
The name of this barbershop was James Barber Shop. But it's now Larry, so it's called Famous Barber Shop.
And where's it located?
It's located 1533 Straight Path in Wyandanch, Long Island, New York. Come on down. We'll take care of you.
All right. Okay.
God bless. Thank you very much for the interview.